Elle aime le sale, elle aime les malades. J'suis dans le sud avec mes Yova. Alice et ma Georgia. Elle sourit quand j'voulais pour l'ova. Elle aime le sale, elle aime les malades. J'suis dans le sud avec mes Yova. Pied gauche accélération, j'suis comme Foden, j'mets des pressions. J'ai pas besoin que tu valides, j'suis en roue livre là les visions. Deux notes de piano, monte dans le piano, brille comme filet. J'me casse avec Maya, j'prends ma quiche là, puis c'est fini. Dick deep, quand je parle de mon cœur, je veux pas si je fais pas de recherche. Basse type, elle me parle de la caméra.
Vous écoutez Fluide.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hidden Scene. So, I'm Lisa, your host, of course, and today we're introducing a young Belgian artist of a Haitian descent, and he was literally raised on music, and through his unique style, and he shares stories of love, sadness, depression, joy, and turning raw emotion into a powerful sound. So it's YDB, everybody.
Yo. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Nice.
Today. Summer is coming, so I'm happy.
Yeah. It's getting cold a bit right now, but I hope
You think?
Yeah,
I think
today,
it's cool, huh?
Today was not that.
Yeah.
I told you when I came out like that.
Yeah, you were like...
body warm,
Yeah.
thing. Half cold, half white.
Yeah,
But it's all right. We're going the right direction.
You were going the right direction. Are you excited for summer, though?
I am. I love summer. So
Okay.
you know why? Just because summer is just vibes.
Yeah.
Like whatever, you can go wherever you want.
Yeah.
If it's a bit warm, Jesus Christ, vibe is there.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I love it,
For
honestly.
sure. People are nicer. People are not depressed.
How can you be depressed? It's warm. Like it's better.
True.
You still can be depressed, of course, but I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's better to be depressed in summer than in winter. Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like
Exactly.
it. So yeah, excited for it.
Okay,
Definitely.
cool. So your name is YDB.
Yeah.
What does that mean, YDB, actually?
Okay. Why YDB? So honestly, it means. Do you know Khalid? I got that name by Khalid's song "Young Dumb Broke."
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be broke.
Like, who wants to be broke?
Yeah, so I was like, young them broke. Nah, it's not my vibe. But back in the days, I used to be like always friend with girls. So I was like young them bae. I was a bit like, it's stupid, but I was like, everyone's bae. Like, oh, how you doing? And just because I was friendly with everyone. So young, dumb because I was stupid, and
Okay.
bae because I was close to that. And in my music, I feel like it's easier to talk to girls through my song than to guys
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
So I make music for both, of course, but I feel like my lyrics and my songs are always gonna be a bit lovey, sentimental, like sentimental things, and in a way, yeah, it talks maybe more to girls in that sense. If it makes sense, I don't know. You girl, tell me.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of like a sentimental lover boy, like a Drake kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, not Drake from before, not for now.
All respect to Drake. I love Drake.
Yeah, of course.
One of my biggest influence in music is Drake, I think.
Okay.
For versatility and things like this. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. So yeah, you can say Drake. If you say Drake, I'm happy.
You're happy.
Yeah.
If I say the other boy,
No,
No.
I don't mind. Honestly, I'm not in that beef thing. I'm really there for music, and music-wise, they proposed interesting things. So yeah, I'm digging it.
okay, cool. And so, like, you're from Haiti.
Yeah, my dad.
Your dad is from Haiti.
My mom is Belgian.
Okay.
I grew up here,
Okay.
and my father originally came here to study. He met my mom, made 3 kids. I'm one of them.
Oh, you're one of them three.
Yeah.
And so, did you? What did you know about Haiti? Did you went there before?
Thing is, Haiti is really complicated to go there as Asian descent, but not living there.
Yeah.
Because you quickly look like a tourist, and it's really not the best situation to be there because the IT is really poor. I don't know if you know it, but I guess yes. And it's a situation of where you go there. My dad always told me, be careful because it's stupid for us here in Belgium because we cannot understand that, but they might kidnap you, ask money. And so my dad was like, yeah, it's not really amazing. A lot of my family moved to the US or Canada, so I was more going there.
Yeah.
And that's how I met my family. I don't have huge contact with them because, yeah, I don't know. It's just like we're not that close of family, but I have decent contact with them, and I've been more to the US and Canada than Haiti
Okay.
ever. But in a way, I'm grateful that he came here that we stayed here because my future wouldn't be the same there.
Yeah,
So it makes sense.
exactly.
So yeah, in a way, I'm happy, and I lived a bit in Canada as well. So I had to meet a lot of my culture there. So it's cool as well.
That's nice.
But here we know a lot.
Okay.
Like, I don't think you know a lot of Haitian here.
No, I was a bit like
Yeah, it's
surprised. I was
weird.
like,
It's weird.
Haitian? What?
Yeah, we know a lot
Yeah.
in France.
Yeah, a
way
lot of
more in
France.
France, but here, I don't know why my dad came here. Maybe Paris would have been more
Yeah.
normal, but now he came here and I loved it.
Sometimes are you not like, damn, why didn't you go like to
Yeah,
US, France?
You know what? Yeah, I was like this, but actually, I built myself a cool life here. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I love my friends. I love my vibes here. I love to, and I enjoy it even more when I go abroad, travel, live my life.
Yeah.
And I come back, I'm like, I'm seeing my friends again. I love Brussels in summer as well. So I find some charms in Belgium. I don't
Okay.
find it that
Depressing?
shitty or whatever. I don't know if we can curse, but
Yeah, yes, you can, of
beep.
course.
I don't find it that.
Yeah, okay.
Right, that's what I mean, yeah.
Okay. So you do you have like some things from Haiti that you eat or you do?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like
So, the thing is really funny is that we're not a lot in Haiti. Like we're not a lot of the country here. So what we do on the island even. So we're not a lot here. So when I was young, my dad was a musician. He was a maestro, like musician. He has different bands he was working with, and he was organizing parties. And every time I was there, but it's really similar to African culture. So
Yes.
as a kid, you arrive there at whatever 1 a.m. already. You're
Yeah.
supposed to be in bed normally
Yes.
because you're too young. You're too young to be there, honestly.
Yeah, you're too young to be there.
You're there. You chill till. And
Yeah.
I was there till 12, like 12 the day after, and I had that a lot. Sorry for
Yeah.
this. This
It's okay, it's okay.
It's all right. No, so yeah, I was going to every single of those parties, so I know the whole Haitian community from Belgium. Through that, and they saw me growing as well.
Okay.
So that's really a small community, but we're a bit like sticking to each other.
Yeah.
If you tell me, that's him, I might know his dad and his granddad
Yeah,
and
and the
that came here.
grandchildren, everybody.
Everyone. I would know like this. So that's why that really brought me close to Haiti, as well. The music like compa.
Yeah.
Compa is my favorite. Like if I feel bad, I will listen to compa. I like, for example, I love the fact that Joey brought it back a bit, like more modernized the music
Joey doit filer.
yeah, to open to everyone. But it's really something that brings me back to there. And yeah, the food when I can. I love to go to because my mom is Belgian. She learned some dishes, but that's not really her thing.
Yeah.
But for example, when I go to Fiesta Latina, they always got a Haitian thing there, and I go there and I go eat that. I love it.
Yeah.
And when I see I don't know if you say that in English, even like a garage sales, but not really like huge that you can have here in Belgium. Sometimes they got like Asian stands of things like this. So we did that for the community. I go there and I eat, and I enjoy it way more because I don't have the chance to eat it a lot.
Yeah.
But it's quite close to African cuisine
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
quite close. We have
So
some
I don't mind to eat makemba or whatever because
Yeah.
it brings me back to
to the roots.
it brings me back to the roots as well. Yeah.
Okay. So you told me that your dad influenced you through music, but
Yeah.
how did you felt really in love with music, and when did you like decide to like
Okay.
go there?
All right. So, long story short, my dad, so he was a musician, really good musician. He was playing the guitar, the drums. He was singing as well, and he was the MC. He was his own MC, so it was always vibes.
Yeah.
He used to learn to play the guitar and learning new songs in my bathroom, for example. And so I grew up with music.
Yeah.
When I was 10, 12, something like this, he learned me to play tumba. It's like djembe, like double djembe thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they call as well congas, and my brother was playing drums.
Okay.
Then he told me how to play the bass.
he told you or he
yeah.
forced you?
Nah, he,
Okay.
he, actually, I liked it.
Okay.
Because the things that I loved congas, but I was like, I'm not that important in the band. Like I'm
Yeah.
there, I'm hitting this thing, and but it's not as noisy as my brother doing the drums and doing
Yeah.
solo shit. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I need to learn something else. I did the bass. Um, I stopped the bass because I was a bit tired, but I always got close to music. So I was remaking songs, making songs with my brother. At home, we were creating songs just to have fun, right? And at one point, it's actually, I'm originally not from Brussels.
Okay.
So I come from the countryside. I don't know if you know it. I come from Rebec.
Rodbeek?
No, Rebec.
Ah, okay.
It's
I thought it was
close,
Rodbeek.
close to Tubize.
Oh yeah, Tubize. I know Tubize, but Rodbeek, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Flamand, Brabant, Wallon, really far.
Okay.
So not that far, but far anyway.
Mhm.
And I had not like there. I was not really close to music, only through my dad. That's the only thing that I had.
Yeah.
Then when I came to Brussels, I went to uni here, and I met a friend of mine that was making music. His name was YDB, and he was like, I was like, oh, but actually, I can really make music. Like, I don't have to only make it for fun at home. I can go to a studio. I can
Yeah.
record. So my first studios were with them, and then one of my friends was making beats, and I was like, let's go, let's do it. So we were in this apartment cut thing in Leuven.
Yeah.
I was going there every weekend, making songs. Then we created our own label, and I still make music with him to this day. So it was
Yeah.
really a pleasure.
Okay. So like when you came to Brussels, this is the place where everything like
I
What
came
the-
to Brussels. Like for me, Brussels was LA.
Really?
I came
Oh
to
my
Brussels.
God.
Man, I was. It's so different because, like, it's dumb what I'm gonna say, but I was maybe one of the 5 black kids at my school.
Yeah.
Like I was different. I had different culture. There were not a lot of foreigners like
Yeah.
in my school. No one. So I came here. I was like, wow, it exists. Like I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And before coming to Brussels, I studied. I went to do 1 year studying in Canada.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to go away before going to uni because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And
That's a good thing though.
yeah,
More people
amazing,
should do that. Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It opens your mind.
Yeah.
You meet people. Travel the world is really important. I really believe that if you don't travel the world, you're always gonna be close-minded.
Exactly.
You meet other culture, other friends.
Yeah.
You understand the world differently as well from other perspectives, and it makes you more human in a way. So I was just like, okay. I came back. I was like, oh my god, there are other people. Like,
yeah. Like just like you.
like I'm not alone in this
Yeah.
thing. Like, no way. I knew Haitian people from my dad's party, but when I arrived here, I was like, I can be friends with them like on the daily. Like I can see
Yeah.
them every time. I was like, oh my god, it's so crazy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just like, I loved Brussels. Like it opened my mind on so many things. I started doing, as I told you, I worked at the radio. I was doing podcasts, vlogs, whatever. I was doing
Oh,
everything. I
cool.
was like, oh my god, it's changing my life.
Yeah.
So I really had the best time of my life here, and maybe that's why I'm attached to Brussels because it changed my life for in another direction that I wouldn't expect before.
Yeah.
Before I was like, I'm gonna go to uni, study, and I'm gonna end up, I don't know,
in an office.
in an office,
9 to 5.
9 to 5. And all right, I still have that because I need to survive. I need to pay bills
Yeah.
and things like this. But on the other side, I can do whatever I want after that, and I wouldn't believe it was possible before going to a bigger city than where I was.
Yeah.
So I honestly, thanks Versa for that though.
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of feel because I personally, I was born in Germany.
Yeah.
I was in the countryside too.
Where are you? Where in Germany?
Near from
Please,
Mönchengladbach.
Düsseldorf.
Kind of Düsseldorf. Sorry, but I saw you have a song called
Yeah,
Düsseldorf.
that's why I said
Yeah. So yeah, I was on the countryside too. So I
Alright.
was the only black girl and whatever. And when I came here, like
Yeah.
I saw like other people, all
Yeah.
all the nationalities.
It's
it was
crazy
amazing.
because like you see other people like
Yeah.
you. It's really it does change. Like you don't know, but it's just like whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel like you belong to something.
Yeah,
You don't know why yet, but it's
Yeah.
coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
So how can you like describe your music? What kind of music do you do actually?
Yeah, that's the hardest question, and you know why? And that's why I told you I love Drake
Yeah.
because I consider myself really versatile. So, it's I can start and make R&B song and then be like, bro, no, turn it into pop, and then
Yeah.
be like, yeah, I like these rockish vibes. So you know, like those all the rockish Linkin Park vibe type
Yeah,
thing.
Linkin Park.
Like things like this. It's stupid, but I love
Yeah.
music. So in this globality, so I'm just like, my music is just words. Like, I take movies in my head. I make movies or tell a story, and I just put it into music. That's how I make music.
Okay.
So honestly, you're gonna tell me, yeah, I met this guy, I fell in love with him, and I was like, okay. Like someone tells me that, I'm gonna be like, oh, you met a guy, you like him, okay? Nah. I'm gonna record that thing in my brain, be like, and how was the relationship? A bit toxic. Okay, add some guitar on
Yeah.
this thing. Add some like a little greater guitar,
Yeah.
and that's how I build my music. So I got songs that go a bit like pop. I got a song that a bit like house, club, EDM. I made a song with my friends last time. That was really, as I told you, like you know those garage bands that were
Yes.
on MTV.
Yeah,
Like I
MTV.
did a song like this.
Yeah.
Like literally after the show, I can make listen to that song. You're gonna be like, what the like sounds like Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so yeah, that's my type of music. I make music that I love. Actually, I cannot make music if I don't enjoy that type of music. And I
Yeah.
like a lot of types of music.
Yeah.
I like instruments. I love real instruments in my songs. In that song Düsseldorf, for example, we made a real saxophonist come in the studio to record his part.
Yeah.
Old Uruguayan guy from Uruguay, like he just came in the
Yeah.
studio. Was like, oh, I do this. Was like, come over. He came. He made this thing, and it was crazy. So I build my music on vibes. Really, I'm really a vibe guy.
Okay.
Just a chill vibe guy, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So who was like for you your first inspiration as an artist? I mean, you
Music
said
wise,
Drake, but do you have like
my
another one?
dad.
Yeah, of course.
First of
I
all,
mean,
yeah.
MVP.
Yeah. My dad was MVP
Yeah.
because he gave me the vibes of not being scared of stage, for example. I know that a lot of people say, before going on stage, I'm a bit, even huge artists got that. I don't, because I was looking at my dad, it was just like, he didn't care. Like, he was there or in the kitchen. What's the difference? Nothing. Like sitting at the table playing dominoes or going on stage for him, there was no difference. And I was like, I got that as well from him. So my dad was my first inspiration, music-wise as well. You know what? There is one album that changed my life, and you guys gonna be like, what? Why?
Ooh, which one?
So my mom was listening a lot to Santana, Carlos Santana, and Barry White.
Okay.
So that's my dad. But that album that changed my life was August Alsina, Testimony.
Really?
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
And August, I would never listen to August Alsina anymore.
Yeah.
But that album, I don't know, the melody in it was just like, oh, whoa, like on repeat in my head.
Okay.
Just like, then I was like, okay, I mixed a bit of what I had before with those lyrics, because if you listen to the album again, the topic is covering are a bit the same in my songs as well, in a way, but just modernized a bit, because him was back in the days, a lover boy licking his lips, like skin vibes.
I mean, they still do it today.
Yeah,
but, you know,
in a different
way.
It's a bit different.
Licking the lips in a different way.
Yeah, that's what they do. You know, that's so it's really weird, but yeah, on that side, and yeah, I love I'm not gonna lie, I love rock legend as well, like Freddie Mercury and shit. Like I find them, like there's something around them, an aura that's crazy to find.
Okay.
That I think not everyone has.
Like
And
Prince too, right?
Yeah, you know, like Prince. That's one. Yeah, Prince, Freddie Mercury. I was watching a documentary last time about like those rock legend like AC/DC and things like this. I was like, the vibe they had around them, like the Beatles and things, like it's crazy. And those things make me gets me interested in their music, and then I take what I can from that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really, that's why it's hard. I really have a hard time describing my music because I feel like I get influenced by so many things.
Yeah.
And I just make it a YDB thing. And hopefully people like it.
Yeah, of course. If you have your identity, you can have inspiration and just put your identity in it,
I think I make it YDB by my way of writing, or my voice, or the way I'm a bit lazy on the beats, because I don't have that much energy to give. So I'm really like I'm on the low, but yeah, I find it inspiring, and I love making music like this. So hopefully I will continue like this.
Okay. So yeah, I saw a post of you on Instagram, and you talked about That was funny for me because I can relate to that.
Yeah.
And the post was like, "This is gonna be my year.
Yeah.
I'm done putting things on the
Jesus
side.
Christ,
Now
man.
it's now."
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about discipline? Do you struggle with discipline?
Well, you know what? I struggle with discipline just because as I can only talk about music, all right? Because that's the only thing I from a 9 to 5, I'm there from 9 to 5. I don't have a choice. You know, like I don't go, I don't get paid, I'm crying.
Yeah,
But
we need
but-
money.
Yeah. But like for things I want to do myself, so for example, music for myself, I struggle in the fact of you need to do so many things. And I struggle doing things I don't like.
Yeah,
So I love creating music. I love making content until the point where it has to be content. You have to do that content
Yeah.
and make it every day or for the algorithm and things like this. And honestly, I do that at work already. So I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, I need
Yeah.
to do that again here.
yeah.
And like it takes the time away from me making music.
I get it.
So
get it.
I'm just like, is it still fun to do? Sometimes sometimes I struggle with that. I'm like, do you still make music because people know you make music, so you just make music to keep that image, or do you make music because you love it? And when I say make music, I mean make music, make content, promote it, talk to that guy, to do a guy, try to go on this, try to go on
Yeah.
that. It's a lot.
Yeah.
At one point, sometimes it's too much, and I'm just like, all right, I don't have those big teams. I don't be to all those labels and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna help you, and then at the end of the day, you don't really get what you expect. So just like at one point, you're just like, yeah, it's tiring.
Yeah.
It is, and I understand it should be the same with you, I guess. Like you just there, you just like, okay, today, this year, this week, this month, we're gonna do this. We're gonna achieve every single thing here.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't do all that.
And you always have like this energy at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Jesus Christ. And then you wake up, it's gone. man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gone. It's
the
over.
one YouTube video,
Yeah.
you're gone. You're gone.
Yeah, I mean, as an artist, I can't even imagine how hard it is today because before, back in the day, you made music, but you have like to perform in
Yeah.
college,
Yeah.
parties and stuff
Yeah.
like that. There was no Instagram, no TikTok pressure, all of those stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You know what? I think there was as much competition. You weren't aware of it. You weren't aware of the fact that there was so much competition. You
Yeah.
didn't know that 2 houses further someone was making music as well. You didn't know.
Yeah.
Now you're in the same school, in the same studio. There are 90 people making music. In your class. You arrive at class like in the morning. In the afternoon, you learn that 14 people are making beats. This one is a singer. The other one is playing piano, of course. Like it's crazy. Like everyone is making, and it's the thing with algorithm as well. Like you got to hear your podcast is super nice, by the way. I forgot to tell it, but
Yeah, thank
this
you.
vibe is so cool. You guys are like, I feel great here, right?
Oh, that's nice.
Now you go on
That's
Instagram,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
Of course, on Instagram sometimes you look like ideas or things that you could do better, or on TikTok or whatever. Your algorithm is gonna be like showing you all those podcasts, and you're gonna be like, bro, there's 95 podcasts.
Yeah.
Like
It's
here,
always the same.
yeah,
It's always
the
like,
same. And you're gonna be like, wow, like, and
Yeah.
you start comparing yourself, saying like, nah. Then you're like, is it worth whatever?
Yeah.
So, but I learned to. I kind of did. I feel like I did like this year. Last year was a bit harder, but this year I learned to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop my song,
yeah.
do it for the love, do it for because I love doing it, sharing with people, and see where it brings me. Honestly, it brings me here today somehow.
Yeah. I mean, that's great,
It's actually nice. Actually nice. I'm not
That's
gonna complain.
great. So yeah, maybe you need a community manager in the future.
Yeah.
As an intern,
Yeah,
maybe.
but I need it. Honestly, I need it. If someone is there and listening,
Yeah.
I'm
If
a-
somebody.
if somebody is now, I need a team. You know what? I got great friends. Luckily, I'm lucky because I'm surrounded by people that are artistically gifted as well.
Okay.
Like I got like the guy I work with for beats, Boris. This dude is like this guy is great. He's godly gifted. Like he's crazy good.
Yeah.
And he works with me all the time.
Okay.
The guy I started music with, excuse me as well, like big shout out to him because this guy like helped me with so many things. I got one of my best friend is like a photographer, videographer.
Ah,
Like
so you're surrounded by
I'm surrounded by
artists.
artists
Yeah.
and like good people, but things are in this time. It's a lot of relations, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. I was talking about it with a guy working in another media, actually, a friend of mine, and I was like, how my life would be different if I was Congolese, for example. It's stupid. It's stupid what I'm gonna tell you, but
Okay.
I'm Haitian.
Yeah.
Do you know a media owned by a Haitian person here? No.
But you can be the first one.
I can be the first one. It's cool. But the thing is that if you got like, I feel in Belgium, there's a lot that community feeling as well. So everyone is open, everyone chill with everyone, of course. But I feel like some communities got more things like Congolese in music, for example, is
Yeah.
huge. Like,
yeah, it is.
like most of the music now, the rap scene, the whatever, like you look at the number, take the top 10 rappers,
Congolese.
ta
people.
ta 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 ta,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Congolese. So you feel like more connected, and they got more connection. Their teams as well, like their friends and things, cousins, family,
Yeah.
all Congolese. So you can get closer to them faster
Mm-hmm.
than me having my cousin in Ontario.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's hard in that way, but I feel like it's more like music is becoming a bit less talent and more like communication.
Exactly.
And I find it really harder to brand yourself than brand something else.
Okay.
In my way, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I could, yeah, I don't know. Like, imagine, I become community manager of this show or my music. I can make 3 billion likes of this show and 10 for my music. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because I find it harder to brand yourself.
Yeah.
You
No,
just need to
you're
be yourself, and people need to stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
But people need to see it, to feel it, and to make you feel like you need to do content.
Yeah.
So it's a loop.
It's a joke. It's a
job,
joke. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It
But
is.
it's a part of the game, and I love it as well. I like the process. I like the vibe. It's just sometimes it's too hard, but I think everyone got those moments. So
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
it's
I
nice.
agree with you.
At the end of the day, we love what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're lucky to be able to do it, and hopefully it brings us somewhere.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna bring you somewhere.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I'm working for, and if it doesn't, the ride was lit.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
honestly, the ride was lit. I
Yeah.
loved it. So
You will not get any regrets. So
I don't think, like, if you got regrets, it's that you didn't try, you didn't dare doing something,
yeah.
and I rather dare than regret.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good mentality.
Yeah.
Do that as well, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I will do that.
No,
I will do
please,
that.
please.
I'm doing it right now.
Do it. Let's go.
So we're gonna take a little break, and we're
Okay.
gonna put one of your music called
Nice.
Compliqué.
Okay.
From the Suite.
Vous écoutez Fluide.
Depuis le toit je regarde les gens, je me demande ce qu'ils ont fait de leurs sentiments. Parfois j'avais pas un centime, et mon père lui était toujours de sortie hein. Je veux le déclencher à la main incendie hein. Je mets mon cœur dans un jeu plein de folie hein. Sauve la balle avant la sortie hein. Puis je regarde si ma paire est assortie hein. Je fais des choix, tu fais l'inverse. Ils veulent pas que je perce. Au pays c'est la guerre, donc je mets tous mes problèmes dans l'affaire. Si je brille pas commentaire, je veux une cérémonie pleine de personnes qui m'aimaient dans la merde. J'ai plus confiance en eux donc j'opère seul. Là je préfère rester seul, loin du bonheur des autres. Avant qu'on se fasse du mal, avant qu'on se tourne le dos. Je suis dans un cas spécial, je connais tous les réseaux. Tombe dans la capitale, fais péché capitaux. Faut qu'on stoppe nos bails, là je dois faire de la maille. C'est compliqué, faut qu'on stoppe nos bails, là je dois faire de la maille. Je dois m'impliquer. Parfois le soir je sens mélo, dans ma chambre au télo. Je te promets y'a plein de trucs à faire, je suis dans ma tête comme un émo. J'ai pris son corps, je l'ai mis en pièces. Il fait froid donc je lui donnais ma veste. Je lui dis tout là, je dois rester honnête. Si je lui mens, elle comprendra trop vite. Ouais, je comptais sur toi, mais je peux plus donc j'ai lâché. Quand je parlais tout bas, c'est pas que je voulais te cacher. Un jour, je te jure qu'on se reverra. Mais c'est mieux que nos cœurs ne se recroisent pas. Là, je préfère rester seul, loin du bonheur des autres. Avant qu'on se fasse du mal, avant qu'on se tourne le dos. Je suis dans un cas spécial, je Je connais tous les réseaux. Tourne dans la capitale. Fais péché capitaux. Faut qu'on stoppe nos bails. Là je dois faire de la maille. C'est compliqué. C'est compliqué. Faut qu'on stoppe nos bails. Là je dois faire de la maille. Je dois m'appliquer. Je dois m'appliquer. Faut qu'on stoppe nos bails. Là je dois faire de la maille. C'est compliqué. C'est compliqué. Faut qu'on stoppe nos bails. Là je dois faire de la maille. Je dois m'appliquer. Je dois m'appliquer.
Vos vêtements prennent trop de place?
Vous écoutez Fluide.
Hello, hello. We are back. We are here with YDB, everybody.
I'm back as well.
You're back too.
I didn't leave.
So it was Compliqué from YDB. So YDB, Compliqué. I mean, when I heard the song, I was like, I think it's about relationship.
Yeah.
There's a
it
girl
is,
involved.
it
Oh,
is,
I
it
mean,
is,
you
it
know.
is. Yeah. But wait. Before starting Compliqué, you told me you like the song.
Yes.
Why? I want to know because I never get like people tell me, yeah, I love your song. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good, nice. Why? It's a good question.
I felt like I could relate to it.
Yeah.
Like maybe now it's not the time to be the get together because I have stuff to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is.
So
it is,
it's
it is.
kind of like we can relate to that, and I feel
Yeah.
like you're talking to me
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
So and it's kind of like a lover boy
Yeah.
song, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
But exactly, like to be honest with you, like I wrote Compliqué because I got a girlfriend. I love her too. Like she changed my life as well. So music changed my life, but she did as well in a lot of ways. She gave me balance because as I told you, when I discovered Brussels, I was wow, crazy Brussels,
Yeah.
whatever. And she gave me that balance. Yeah, okay, it's cool to do whatever you do, but calm down sometimes as well. So I was like, okay. And I had like a rough patch with her. I want some points. And I was like, in a way, you know when you get too cozy, too chill with someone, you tend to lose the hustle mentality that you need
Yeah.
to succeed in your businesses or artistry or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, at one point I went to the studio. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I drank a bit with my friend at the studio, so a bit like, and I was like, I felt like a bit emotive. I was like, oh my goodness, like sometimes I feel like I'm home and when I shouldn't be home. I should be at the studio, hustle, try to make the music, try to make the hit, the banger, the whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it like a moment where we should stop so I can go further and advance in my art? And maybe I need that pain to write, or should I continue making music and should I continue this relationship? Sorry, and be like, I will stay on the low, so I'm working at 50%, and the rest of the time I'm just chill. And I was really like in that mentality for a long time, and I had that discussion with my girlfriend. Like we talked about it because we're like, okay. Before I met you, I was that guy that was hustling a lot, and now we're a bit more chill. Okay, we living together, us cozy, whatever. But I'm not going nowhere in my plans, like because instead of going to the studio, I'm gonna rather watch a Netflix TV show with you or whatever. And I was like, and then as I told you, I took that image and I made it a story, and I feel that a lot of people can relate to that because a lot of time you think that you fell in love or you actually fall in love, but it's not the right time because you don't have time to. A relationship is like a plant. You need to water it. You need to work on it. You need to do efforts. Friendship or love relationship or whatever, like even family relationship, it requires time and energy. And sometimes you don't have that time and energy because you're trying to work on yourself or for yourself. And I was just like, yeah. In that phase, I was like, yeah, I need to write that down. Then he made that beat, and like it's a bit like dark with guitar.
Yeah.
Because I told you, I was like, oh, it's dark guitar, and I was like, yeah, it makes sense in a way. And yeah, that song, I really put my heart on the I put my heart on the song, and I was like, yeah, I think this one is good. And yeah,
It
and I
was.
dropped, yeah,
It
I dropped
is.
it, yeah. So and I
Yeah.
was like, yeah. But I got this song for like, it's been like 1 year now that I got that song. I just dropped it now,
Okay.
like this month.
Why?
Yeah, it's another story of my life. But I got billions of songs that I don't drop enough. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something that's really crazy. But I really believe that before the things that the way I write my songs, as I told you, I take like a white canvas, I just paint on it, and then I'm like, it's a movie that I make in my head with real stories. I mix it with stories of my friends, things that happened to me, and I just make it something. And sometimes it's too much of me on the song, and I'm in a way. Is I don't have that anymore. This year I don't, and that's why I did that video where like, I was like, yeah, this year I'm gonna hustle and blah, blah. But sometimes it's like it's a bit scary because I put a part of me there. It's not mine anymore, and I'm really like I'm not someone that I'm really pudic with my emotions. Like I love to love, but if you see me, I'm gonna be laughing, but I'm a bit like a monotone person. Like I'm not like over loving or caring or it's weird a bit. I'm
Yeah.
a weird guy, I find.
Really?
But yeah,
I mean, being weird, it's a form of personality.
yeah, it's a
You know?
personality. But I always find myself a bit weird. Like sometimes I think I don't think like others.
Okay.
You know, like I'm like, why don't you see it that way? I don't see it that way. I see it different.
You have an artist brain. That's why.
Maybe I'm. Yeah,
That's
maybe I'm
fine.
artist. I know that. No, and so yeah, in that sense, like I didn't drop a lot of songs because it was a bit scary for me to drop a part of me every time.
Yeah.
I was just like, so I got 90 billion songs in a hard drive. And now this year I decided to drop one song a month and like 2 EPs and one album at the end of the year, hopefully. So it's gonna be it's draining for me because I really give myself.
Yeah.
And but I loved it now up till now. So we in April now.
Yeah, April. It's
Okay.
almost summer.
Yeah, it's
You need
almost
to drop a summer song.
Yeah. No, I got a summer thing arriving with a friend of mine. The
Okay.
guy I started music with. So summer thing arriving because originally we wanted to go on like Les Ardentes and things like this.
Yeah.
That was the goal. Still might be a possibility. I don't know yet. I'm not gonna say yes or no because I don't know yet. But we will see. But for the rest, we got some music coming in summer, and I'm trying to drop every time. I dropped 2 songs this year.
Okay.
It's in April. I was supposed to drop a third one now, but since I'm gonna drop a bit more, like an EP is coming or something like this. So
Okay.
at the end of the day, my goal is to drop 19 songs this year.
19 songs.
And
Wow.
for me, it's more than I ever dropped.
Okay.
So I never dropped 19 songs. Like
Yeah.
up to this day, I didn't
Yeah.
drop 19 songs,
Yeah.
and now I'm gonna drop 19. So
Okay.
in 1 year, so it's a big difference for me. But more work, but I love it.
Yeah, that's the mojo on work.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot of interviews about artists, the biggest artists that we know, and they always say that they made a lot of sacrifices and
Yeah.
they put all of their energy in
Yeah.
the music. This is what you have to
It's
do.
a gamble.
Yeah.
But it works. It either works or it doesn't. But if it doesn't, you need to find the right mentality to accept it.
Yeah.
If it does, well, it's easy. Like it just works. So you're happy. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's easier to accept a success than a defeat.
Okay.
So yeah, for the moment, I'm seeing the process. We don't know where we're gonna land,
Yeah.
but hopefully we're fighting, and
Hopefully.
maybe hopefully it's gonna go to a victory.
Yeah, of course.
I hope. But I got a question because you asked me that question,
Mm-hmm.
and I was thinking about it during the break. I forgot to ask you, and it was short, and the song wasn't long enough. Next time we put a long
Of
song.
course,
So,
of course.
No, but because you asked me what were my inspiration, what were yours?
Hey.
Actually, why?
Music wise or
Music
interview-
wise,
yeah.
but interview wise as well. Like, why do you do this? Like, why is Hidden Scene your baby?
My Hidden Scene originally it's from me and Kat, but I brought the idea to Kat
Yeah. Why?
because I just love. I watched a lot of interviews. actually I loved interviews since I was a child, but I didn't really know yet that I was about to do that maybe in the future. So all of those like Oprah Winfrey, all of those daily shows, this is my thing. But my main inspiration, she's from the UK. She's called Maya Jama. I don't know if you know her.
She was with
Stormzy.
Yeah,
but you know.
And there was a song about like them two in the video. They went
yeah.
together. Whatever. I followed that through my girlfriend.
Okay. Not you. So she is a goat in the presenting world in the UK. She was like the first one using social media. You saw her everywhere, and this
is that how she became famous? Actually,
she became famous because she was like she wanted to be a presenter. So at 16, she was living in Bristol. At 16, she was like, okay, I'm going to London. I'm gonna make it. I don't know how, but I'm gonna make it. So she was like auditioning for stuff. She was working on the side, but she was auditioning, putting some YouTube videos and stuff like that.
it's nice.
And yeah, she was on the radio. She has a show.
A bit like you, actually.
Yeah,
actually,
I'm starting. I'm starting now.
Very own national Maya Jama.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So yeah, but I love talking to people. Even if I'm in a party and I'm drunk, I love to talk to people.
It's nice. I mean, the worst way to be drunk than talk to people.
Yeah, asking questions and
You should actually go take your mic, go to those parties and
I think I'm gonna do that.
do a little interview though, and that's like a little part of your podcast or something.
Yeah.
Like
I thought about that. It's
actually a good idea.
This summer maybe.
People would be like, well, no one does that in Belgium, so
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Maybe go.
I should do
I'm
that.
giving you plans. More content, huh?
More content, And I feel like in the 2000s, the interviews, because I watch a lot of 2000 interviews, they were more, more personalities, no calculated. Everybody was just like cool and stuff. And this is like the vibe that I would like to bring in this generation, because this generation is just
it's just about image and things.
Oh
like
my
this.
God,
that makes sense. But in a way, you know what? I find that all those like a lot of people that are more about their image are the people that are not the biggest.
Nope.
I don't know if you understand that, but it makes like you're gonna do a podcast with, I don't know, let's say you this Denzel Washington in front of you. It's not gonna be about his image. He's gonna talk about the real thing because he's been there. He's there already. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like starting talking about like, I felt bad that period. No one knew, but I was filming that movie.
I was on drugs.
It's not like they're gonna be open and talk about this thing.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like we're going a bit back to that. So I think you're gonna enjoy more and more watching interviews, because we're going a bit more back to that thing. Because I don't like people that act like who they're not, like with the mask, doing interview with the mask is useless.
Like. Why are you doing that? Like, be yourself. We're tired of this, shenanigans.
Makes no sense. Like, we do an interview to know you, and you're like, type shit, like, come on, please,
whatever.
Please, like, we know it's a scam. We know it's a scam.
For sure.
Don't scam us, please.
But I don't know if you knew, but Coachella, I don't know, I saw videos and it was so sad because Missy Elliott was performing. You know Missy Elliott, right?
I know Missy Elliott. Honestly, I know Missy Elliott, but weirdly, I don't like. Give me a famous song of her.
I don't have this. I don't have the title.
See?
Do you have one?
Please.
Yeah. No. But when she pop out, you just know it's her. Yeah. And there was a lot of artists performing as usual, like every year. And this year particularly, there was a lot of Gen Z. Yeah. And I don't know how old you are, but
I'm 99 years old in my mind.
Okay.
I'm a grandpa. my mind, like I got the old mind, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Gen Z artists.
Yeah. And they were just like with their phones. Nobody was dancing. Everybody was just like that.
I saw an interview of I think Bob Sinclair. He was saying, and Bob Sinclair has been doing this thing. Like I'm not a fan of his music. I respect the artist. I'm not. That's not my type of music. But he was saying he was in Ibiza last summer, and he was saying I had the worst show of my life. He said no one was dancing. Everyone was just filming me like this. Yeah. And I was like, if it even happens to DJs where you got nothing to film, then just not. I'm not dissing on DJs. I love DJs. Amazing what you're doing. It's hard. But Bob Sinclair is not the DJ that's gonna do crazy work on stage. That's not the show. It's just him being there, living and like, yeah, are you ready, party people?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
It's not like all DJs here in Brussels are actually work on their mix and do crazy transition. Bob Sinclair, he knows his hits. He got hits. It's Ibiza.
Yeah.
You don't need to be the craziest showman in the world. You just need to have the bangers that you had before. You put them and people are gonna enjoy it. And he said everyone was on their phone.
This
And
is
I
so
was like,
sad.
Okay, like I would be in front of, I don't know, like okay, Drake at a concert. You can take your phone a bit, but vibe as well. Like
yeah,
you know, like
you can do both.
you can do both. But like right now, I don't know, people just film. It's weird.
Yeah, it
Like,
was so weird. It
you
was
don't
really
live.
sad.
You don't live the moment.
Yeah.
You're never gonna live it. So yeah, okay, I understand because you're gonna relive it on your phone after, but right there you weren't there.
Yeah. This is
Weren't there.
crazy because I was attending a concert last year and it was Aerostar.
Yeah.
And I saw like a girl. She was filming the whole concert.
Are you gonna rewatch the 45 minutes or 1 hour 30
I don't
thing?
get it.
No.
I don't get it. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. But that's why there's a guy here in Brussels. I saw his contents like Jabe Saris, a DJ or whatever. He was creating parties where there was no VIP zone
Oh.
because he was like, most of the time VIP they just like there to flex.
Yeah, with a bottle and everything.
Are you there to flex or to party? Like there shouldn't be that difference of like VIP and people. Just go there with everyone, party with everyone. If you want to flex, go to I don't know other like go to a high end restaurant or whatever and spend your money there.
Yeah.
But like the concept of VIP and things like this, I never really understood it in a way. Like I'm not bragging or whatever, but like I know a lot of people that made it in music and whatever. So I've been there, but the party is not lit.
No.
The party
it's
is
boring.
not cool. Like
Yeah.
you don't have fun there. People are just there. Most of the people are just like filming themselves. Yeah, bottle. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, are you partying or are you there to show that you got money to be able to buy a bottle?
But you
10
don't have
times
money. You're struggling.
Yeah, 10 times the price. 10 times the price of the bottle in the store just to show off. No, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I understand. If you I mean, like if you're a big artist and people are gonna jump on you, understand that you got in the separate room or something like this to enjoy the same party. But if you someone that we don't really know, bro, just go with the rest and chill. Like, enjoy more. You're gonna enjoy more.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm really like I rather connect than disconnect people and make separations and things like this. Yeah, maybe a trauma that I had before.
Maybe.
We're gonna talk that about in the second podcast.
In the
Let's
second
go.
episode.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I feel like the more you grow, the more you want to live things. Like, you know, you don't want to be on your phone all the time. This is just, it doesn't, you know, bring you anything.
I feel like some of the younger generation, maybe in a way, are understanding that sometimes. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. It's crazy, but I'm honestly more urban music. I don't like that term, but like I'm more rap, I'm more hip hop, I'm more this. I like a lot of type of music, but that's definitely my main lane. I went to a techno party, like I went to a rave. I don't listen to techno. Like I never do that. But I went to a rave with a friend of mine because they love it. And they were like, yeah, you need to try. I was always like, nah, bro, I don't do those drugs and things like this. I don't do that. So I was like, no, I cannot do that. I went there, no one had their phone. They were having the best time of their life. Okay, they were maybe a bit,
You know, in another galaxy.
they were maybe flying away. Yeah, definitely. And I felt no judgment. Like they were dressed like, I was like, me for myself, because I love dressing, I love clothing. I would never dress like this in my life to go out. But them, they didn't care. And they were really living the best life. And I was like, so it's possible, actually. Just I'm not in that world, maybe.
Yeah.
And I think that we got things to learn in every world. If you go to a festival like Les Ardentes, for example, a lot of people pay attention to their look a bit, like,
Post on the Instagram,
Yeah,
on the
it was on
TikTok.
Instagram. Have you seen a lot of TikTok or Instagram of people going to raves? No.
No.
Actually,
No.
Actually, those people sometimes they don't even have a phone with like a camera because they don't care that much. You know what I mean? They're just like chilling, living the life. And sometimes I think we should learn from that as well.
Yeah.
As like, I'm saying like hip hop community. I'm assuming that you guys listen a lot to hip hop as well. So I was just like, yeah, maybe maybe you can learn as well from like not put the image in front and maybe more living the moment and the vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's a cool thing.
Totally right.
Because the
totally
VIP things that we're talking about, I swear to God, it's not there. It's more more the concert of
yeah.
hip hop music.
Yeah, for sure. So where can we see you? YDB?
Where do you mean, like digitally or like concerts?
Maybe at concerts.
All right. So, where can we see me right now? I'm really working. So I put a lot of work like digitally. So I'm trying to like drop TikToks and reels and things like this. So I'm really working on that. So you can find me on YDB Music. I changed my Instagram name actually because before it was Young Dembe, but no one knew how to how to write it down. Like it was like Young Dembe, but it was too complicated to write. So I was just like, okay, YDB point music, and so there we can find everything that I do.
Yeah.
And for the rest, I'm actually planning to work on a release party for upcoming projects.
Oh.
I'm not telling you what I say project with the capital P, so you don't really know what it is yet.
Okay.
But I'm working on that with friends of mine to be released in May or something like this.
Okay.
For the rest, find me on TikTok, Instagram, etc. YDB Music everywhere.
YDB Music. I hope I'm invited to the release party.
You will be. You want a VIP ticket?
I mean, why not?
VIP ticket? See, all that was for nothing.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. But yeah, no, definitely. So we're working on that, and hopefully I will get some festivals as well. But yeah, just follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will. You can follow my day-to-day life on those things. Okay. Because I even do concepts with like day one of 30, 35 or 30 whatever of following like I put like struggling artist or like someone Lahes, whatever.
Yeah. You should do like 75. There's 75 hard, 75 something. You know, 75 days hard, something like that.
That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm like I was doing a thing. I did a series called Day One of trying to contact all the festivals to perform this summer in Belgium, and I was like sending mails to everyone and things like this. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna see me there as well.
Of course, we're gonna see you this summer. I can
feel but you're gonna see me. You're gonna hear my name a lot. I think because I'm really pushing a work, and so
that's cool.
And if someone wanna plug me, of course,
hit
me up. Hit me up.
The guy.
Hit me up. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for coming. I had a lot of fun.
Done already?
Yeah, it's done. We need to go.
I'm gonna. Who is like owning the building so we can do like a 3 hours podcast marathon thing?
Oh, that would be great. But they had like a whole day, 24 hours of radio. I wasn't there, but it was fun. So
it's so nice. I think it's really cool. You should do that because you're like it's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Yeah,
like, the vibe is so nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you should do more.
Okay, I will do more. Like you do more, I do more.
Please, all right.
Okay.
Okay, bet. All right, bet. Let's do that.
Thank you so much, YDB.
No worries.
I hope that everything's gonna be good for you, and
hope so.
I want to see you this year and this summer. So
thank you.
I want to hear you. Okay.
Thank you. Bless you, and thank you for inviting me. That was so nice.
Of course.
Cheers. Bye.
Vous écoutez Fluide.